Now in Good Morning Northwest, abortion rights in Idaho. The state Supreme Court is about to take on what's being called the most consequential court case in Idaho history.
The end is in sight for our very warm weather, and then we're going to see a big change. When that is going to happen and what we're going to see for the weekend that's coming up.
And a drive-by shooting at Spokane's large homeless camp and an arrest. What we know about it and about the county's move to clear the camp. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks so much for being with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Derek Dice. It is Thursday, October the 6th. Mark Peterson is here with a look at that first alert forecast. And you might have to remind yourself of the date when you think about today's temperature.
I know. I mean, temperatures are going to be well above average again. So 54 degrees currently. We have colder temperatures out there. We are going to see in our 4 things you need to know that the pool's still active in the fact that it's going to be upper 70s all the way through the weekend. It's going to be unseasonably warm, sunny and dry. Gorgeous for Saturday and Sunday. And then next week, yeah, we see a cool down. We start really feeling like fall. High pressure is going to dominate today, tomorrow into Saturday. We're not going to see anything other than a few high thin clouds coming across. It's going to be very stable, looking good. So we look at our highs today. We're going to have temperatures in the upper 70s, 79 Spokane, 78 Coeur d'Alene. That's going to be throughout our region. Sandpoint 73, going to be a little cooler there. Your day planner forecast heading out. Yeah, you're going to have temperatures in the mid-50s. By lunch, we're going to be in the low 70s. It's going to be absolutely perfect. And dinner time, you're going to have temperatures. Our high today, 79 degrees.
Well, one person is in jail this morning for firing shots into Camp Hope. Police say 24-year-old James Ratcliffe gave a woman a ride yesterday and believes she had stolen something from him. He then fired multiple shots from his car while looking for her. While no one was hurt, camp director Maurice Smith says this is the first time this level of violence has happened against the homeless campers.
Even if there was a disturbance, a cause, whatever, you don't shoot people.
And the Department of Transportation says it put up a fence there at Camp Hope to make things safer, but Spokane County commissioners believe it may have only made things worse.
The commissioners voted to greenlight prosecutors to file an abatement lawsuit over the camp, which they say is a chronic nuisance property. This means prosecutors are preparing to take the state to court. County commissioners say the site is out of control. Even with millions of dollars being used to rehouse people right now, they aren't convinced things will change. Commissioners say when the sheriff announced his timeline, they decided to help move the process along. All 3 commissioners voted in support of the new lawsuit. They are blaming the state, specifically the Department of Transportation that owns the land and the Department of Commerce that's now funding outreach. They want the courts to clear the camp.
We've been hearing that there's a plan in place for over a year. We're coming in, we're going to fix a problem that, quite frankly, the state has let get completely out of hand.
County prosecutors would not comment on the lawsuit. When it's filed, a judge will rule whether to move forward with clearing out the property. Commissioner Kern says they want to stick with the sheriff's timeline to see change in early November, but the courts will have the final say on when or even if things will happen. One of the most consequential court cases in Idaho's history starts in just a few hours.
Planned Parenthood and the state of Idaho are going to battle it out over whether Idaho's recently passed abortion laws should remain in place. Sydney Charles is live at the Now desk with what's at stake in the upcoming court case.
That's right, Derek. So on their first day back in session, the Idaho Supreme Court justices will hear arguments from both the state and Planned Parenthood as the future of women's reproductive health care within the state will be fiercely debated. These are a few of the laws being debated today. Idaho's trigger abortion ban, which banned virtually all abortions the moment Roe v. Wade was overturned by the Supreme Court, and a civil enforcement bill that allowed family members to sue medical providers who perform abortions. Planned Parenthood is hoping to overturn these highly restrictive abortion laws exactly 6 weeks after they were enacted. Planned Parenthood is arguing that Idaho's trigger abortion ban violates the state constitution's guarantee of the fundamental right to privacy when it comes to making intimate decisions on family planning. The nonprofit is expected to remain firm on their argument that forcing women who become pregnant to either carry out that child to term or travel out of the state to legally receive reproductive health care violates Idaho's Human Rights Act. The hearing begins at 8 a.m. our time. I'll be tracking the battle and bring you any updates that I learn. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
In For the People coverage this morning, we're about to hear firsthand from the candidates for Spokane County Sheriff. They are current Undersheriff John Knowles and retired Detective Wade Nelson. Their first debate is today. You can hear them answer questions about the topics you care about the most. We will stream that debate live at noon on KXLY.com and on our 4 News Now Facebook page. All right, Good Morning Northwest time is coming up on 6:05 now.
Mark has his groovy graphic going again for us.
Temperature's still a little like Donna Summer, but we are going to see
But
things fall. Thank you very much.
See what you did there.
We are going to see warm conditions through the weekend. It's going to be, everyone I talk to is going like, this is great. And I said, it's going to change.
Yep.
When? Next week.
And something that's always been considered a distraction from schoolwork is now a part of study. Coming up, how some Spokane schools are teaching students the basics of creating a video game.
And a neighborhood park no more. What's happening to Orchard Avenue Park and how it's affecting the people who love it.
And it's a climate change report card, how federal agencies have spent the past year battling climate change risks. When Good Morning Northwest continues.
Stream 4 News now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Twilight Bedding is the choice for all your mattress needs and now has 2 convenient locations in Spokane. Every mattress is manufactured locally, right here in Spokane, and crafted to meet any need you have, whether it's for your bedroom, boat, RV, or your pet. Stop by either location today and talk with an expert about the mattress that's right for you. Sleep right. By Twilight.
The goal of hospice care is to improve your quality of life by offering comfort and dignity. Don't just say hospice, say Horizon Hospice.
Save big now with our latest savings book at Bi-Mart.
Meet your local essential workers.
What I like about the UFCW 3000 is for the benefits that make our lives better.
They make sure that we have secured pension and retirement.
I can work part-time and still maintain my health care coverage.
I don't see myself going anywhere else because of UFCW 3000 benefits and wages.
Thanks, UFCW 3000.
Support local essential workers who live in and support our community. Go to ufcw3000.org to learn more.
At Jewelry Design Center, we're one of the few shops in the country that can do everything in-house, start to finish. We're fortunate enough to have 2 locations, one in Spokane and one in the Tri-Cities. We don't send anything off-site. It's all done right here, and what that means for you is better pricing because we don't have a middleman that we have to mark up onto, and quicker turnaround time. You're having it back in a matter of days rather than a matter of weeks or months. We're in this for the long haul. We want to be your jeweler for life.
Watch 4 News Now as the Extreme Team upgrades the Carl Maxey Center. What we're going to do is go in and get into the next phase of operation. That's going to be a new library. There's going to be a place in back. There's going to be a nice patio. Watch 4 News Now's Extreme Team, sponsored by Horizon Credit Union.
Joe Biden's open borders have threatened our neighborhoods and our children's safety. Fentanyl-related deaths have increased right here in Idaho. Gang members transport fentanyl and other dangerous drugs into our schools and communities. This has got to stop. I'm Mike Crapo. I approve this message. It's time we control the borders and shut down the pipeline of drugs and violence into Idaho.
Save your greed!
It is 8 minutes after 6 o'clock. Breaking news this morning. The White House is unveiling a series of reports today detailing agencies' efforts to combat climate change risks.
A year ago, more than 20 agencies released plans to ensure federal facilities and programs are resilient against the climate crisis. That includes initiatives bumping pay to federal firefighters, electrifying vehicle fleets, and pinpointing which military bases are at risk. President Biden requested the reports his first day in office, and now the White House is highlighting the progress. White House Federal Chief Sustainability Officer Andrew Mayock says a key concern is knowing how supply chains will deliver for U.S. government needs in natural disasters like Hurricane Ian.
And more breaking news, this out of Thailand, where 34 people were killed in a gun and knife attack at a daycare center. The shooter, a former policeman who also killed his wife and child before turning the gun on himself. 22 children are among the victims of the attacker. Some of them, police say, were stabbed to death while they were sleeping. District police say the attacker had been discharged from the service last year for drug-related reasons.
Yeah, the story is just awful. So is this. In Greece, 15 people died when their vessel sank off the island of Lesbos in the central Aegean Sea early this morning. The sunken boat was carrying about 40 migrants, 20 of whom are still missing.
6:09 Thursday morning, 10-second takeaway. You'll need a morning jacket or a light layer. Get that hoodie. You're going to need the sunglasses to go with it, especially for those who are eye-sensitive Norwegians. You can eat outdoors. High today, 79.
A neighborhood park near Feltzfield is being torn down after 60 years. For one woman who lives near Orchard Avenue Park, it's more than 2 decades of memories. When she heard the news, she felt like someone was taking joy from her life.
The closest park now for the children to go to, or the mothers with strollers and stuff, is Millwood Park. Where are the children supposed to play? Where are the mothers are going to be pushing their children with their strollers?
Spokane County officials say it does not make financial sense to invest a large amount of money in upgrading old playground equipment and the aged sprinkler system. Plus, their lease with Feltzfield ended. The field wants that land back for eventual runway improvements. Good morning, Northwest Times, 10 minutes after 6.
All right, video games in schools. It's not a distraction, it's the curriculum. Destiny Richards is up next with how the class could put kids on a career path.
And are you getting used to temperatures near 80 in October? We're not done with it yet, but there is an end in sight. Stick around for Mark's full forecast coming right up.
Since 1945, Sturm Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving Spokane and surrounding communities. A lot has changed since 1945, but one thing that hasn't is our mission to nurture long-term relationships with our customers by offering quality products, flat rate pricing, and industry-leading workmanship. And with our 24/7 service, we will get to you anytime, anywhere. Call for a quote today and see for yourself why Sturm is Spokane's first choice for heating and cooling. Or visit sturmheating.com.
Is one casino really any better than the next? Well, at Northern Quest, we've got the largest gaming floor in the region, not to mention the most slot titles, the most payouts, the largest selection of table games, the lowest minimum bets, the highest maximum bets, and a state-of-the-art sports book. So you tell us. Northern Quest, yes, the best. Play daily to carve out your share of Jack-o'-lantern loot on October 27th.
It's a 4-day price crash. Today through this Monday at all 3 Cal locations, including their new dealership on Division Street. As Cal loads up the lots full of hot buys and is offering up to 110% trade-in value for your old ride. Plus, delaying all payments until next year. So you can get a new upgraded vehicle and pay less with incredible financing available now. Get your new vehicle this week at Cal.
Come by the general store for all your workwear needs. Keep safe, keep warm, keep dry. Whatever you need, we've got you covered. Work pants, gloves, jackets, shirts, and all your favorite brands. Wherever you work this winter, we've got you covered.
With dentures from Aspen Dental, all they'll see is your confident smile. How do we do it? We provide exceptional care all in one place, and our denture experts craft natural-looking dentures right in our in-office labs, because we'll do anything to make sure your smile looks like your smile. Right now, get replacement dentures starting at just $2.99 per arch. We can even get started today. Aspen Dental, anything to make you smile. Schedule your complimentary denture consultation now.
Agriculture is the foundation of our regional economy. The Washington State Potato Commission proudly recognizes our farmers.
Washington potato farmers care about the environment. They strive each year for more sustainable farming practices by using the cleanest energy sources to power their packing and storage facilities and using more technology to water their crops, lower their carbon footprint, and grow some of the world's best potatoes. When you talk about sustainability, Washington potato farmers are already there.
A tribute for our great Northwest farmers from the Washington State Potato Commission. 4 News Now is brought to you by Parker Toyota.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
All right, welcome back. Did your kids play a lot of video games over the summer? While some kids may have put the games away when school started, others are getting a closer look at how they're made.
Game design is a growing industry, and high school students in Spokane are getting to learn the basics. Destiny Richards is in studio with how schools are incorporating gaming into the curriculum.
When you think about video games, it's easy to just think of the consumer. Kids and even adults play video games all the time, but somebody has to create them. One school in Spokane that's giving kids a head start on how it works is the community school. Wesley Shantz is starting his second year as a teacher at the community school. He says his video game studies class last year was a success.
What I found last year doing that was that students really liked playing games, researching about them, designing them.
But his students wanted to go deeper into the subject.
What they wanted more of was that coding practice.
This year's class has a focus on languages and coding. For students taking the elective, their interest comes from a common hobby.
I play a lot of video games in my free time. I keep it on me at all times.
Some students took video game studies last year, while others are new, wanting to learn more about coding and game design. Coding language is used to program games, how they look, and how they interact with the player.
So as students get into the course and they get that background about what coding is in a general sense, then they get to apply it in one of those areas, either the game, the website, or the app.
Sean says they use code.org studios to practice in. The class has only just begun, but students have high hopes for what they'll get to learn.
It's a way to keep students engaged while still getting them to do that learning aspect.
Students at the community school expressed wanting to create the same kinds of games they play in their free time. Survival horror games, role-playing games, rhythm games, and much more. But creating one requires more than just learning how to program it. Coming up, how a digital gaming class at Lewis and Clark High School is teaching students the different steps. In studio, I'm Destiny Richards for News Now.
I bet there is like a waiting list to get into those classes. How fun.
And if there isn't, there probably soon will be with this story airing. All right, you're again taking a look at downtown Spokane as we are gearing up for what's going to be another unseasonably warm day, but those days are numbered.
They are numbered. And speaking of numbers, you are looking at air quality numbers.
Air quality, and we're tracking that every hour, and it's been in moderate all night long, all day. And yesterday, it slipped into good for a couple of hours, and then it was back into moderate. And that's what we're going to be seeing again today. We don't have a lot of movement with the air, so what we have we're going to keep. It doesn't look like we're going to get a lot of new smoke in the area, but the Palouse could get more smoke than we will today. 79 degrees, sunny and warm. Again, that little bit of haze, a few clouds, that's going to be it. Tonight, temperatures down to 50 degrees. Very comfortable having those windows open. Ah, so nice. Have you changed your, I'm not saying you're turning the heater on yet, but it's going to happen. The filter in your HVAC system, yeah, put that on your list, all right? Just put it on the list and get to it. 47 degrees in the Spokane Valley right now, 49 Liberty Lake, 48 downtown, but officially 54 degrees, but much cooler temperatures around there. Now, we had 30s yesterday. Today, we're staying in the 40s for the most part. We look at what we can expect when it comes to our satellite and radar. Alaska's been getting, well, they've been cool. Temperatures in the, well, upper 50s, low 60s. They're going to get cloud cover, maybe a few scattered showers. We're going to see that also into areas north of the Puget Sound. But that rain is going to stay, or showers are going to stay out of our region, not only today, but through the weekend. We could see something coming in on Monday night. Forecast, it's high and dry. There's just not much to show in as much as we do have that high pressure. So it's keeping everything out of our area. Highs day, we're going to be in the upper 70s. We're going to have low to mid 80s into the central part of the state. Look for 84 into Lewiston, but you head up north, Bonners Ferry 76, 73 into Sandpoint for this time of year. Sunshine. Perfect. We look at what we can expect for Thursday locally as we look at the I-90 corridor up 395 and 2. We're going to have, again, temperatures in the upper 70s, 78 into Post Falls. Spokane Valley going to be 80 downtown, 81, maybe 82 degrees, a little bit of a heat island effect there still because we have the sunshine. Things look great. All right, so ice drinks today and tomorrow and through the weekend. We're going to have above average temperatures all the way into Monday, but Monday cool 71. Look what happens on Tuesday and Wednesday, 61, 62 respectively. Overnight lows down into the 30s finally with the chance of frost Wednesday morning. It's all right. Don't worry, we've got good news following that, but we'll get to that. Right now, let's get to the Extreme team. In action next week, but we have to do prep work to get to it. Carl Maxey Center on East 5th. We're adding a back patio community center. We've arranged for some special things to be done there. Coeur d'Alene Metals is a part of that. This is one of Lance Pounder's machines. We're compacting the sand, getting prepped for a concrete pour that will happen Monday afternoon. Inside, band construction, getting things prepped and getting it ready. They're the ones who helped build the building in the start of it. So Deacon jumped on board and said, we're in. We're going to do this. And so, yeah, we're going to have some fun. PCI is going to put a drop ceiling in. Mountain States Electrical running the electrical for us. We've got a lot of players that are going to come in and help us. And, of course, we'll be talking about that all next week. But these are just the preps to get ready for the volunteers to put on the paint. And that's going to be Monday. You're going to have flooring, a ceiling, and painting all being done at the same day. What could go wrong?
Wow, multitasking.
And yet somehow you guys always
we
seem to
always
pull
get it done.
All right.
You do.
Mark, thank you. Good morning, Northwest. Time is now 6:20. Heading to USC is like a homecoming for a lot of Cougar football players. Why head coach Jake Dickert wants them to treat it like a business trip.
And the Mariners finished out the regular season in style, but now it's on to the playoffs. What to expect tomorrow in Toronto coming up. Thanks for waking up with Good Morning Northwest on your Thursday. See you in a bit.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
So, you like winning? Maybe it's time you paid a visit to the Kootenai River Casino in Bonners Ferry. Talk about winning. How about great gaming and off-season room rates? How about $109 a night for Kootenai Falls Lodge rooms and $129 a night for Riverview rooms? And what if those midweek rooms come with free breakfast for 2? Throw in some great new gaming machines and you've got a winner of a getaway. To book your winning getaway, call 888-YOU-ARE-LUCKY or visit KootenaiRiverInn.com.
Spokane and North Idaho's country leader.
It goes like one margarita, bluebird in my heart. Baby, you're playing hard to forget.
The big 99.9 Coyote Country.
Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning is your family-owned and operated #1 HVAC contractor in the Northwest. Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning would like to introduce our own carbon reduction program. Buy a new energy-efficient furnace from Bill's Heating and receive a matching air conditioner with installation absolutely free. No hidden fees, no conditions, no exceptions. Buy a furnace, get a free AC from Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning. Call today for estimates and repairs.
Why wait weeks or even months for installation of new flooring when you can come to Carpet Barn?
They can install very quickly.
Your installers are excellent. They were in one day. They were so courteous and so fantastic.
The rate in which that they can install is phenomenal.
Price point, selection, professional service.
Highly recommend coming to Carpet Barn. Highly recommended.
Carpet Barn, designer selection, warehouse prices.
The recent hailstorm damaged Springdale travel trailers at R&R RV in Liberty Lake. So, R&R RV in Liberty Lake is having a hail sale. Hail? Yes. Damage? Minor. Savings? Huge. New Springdale travel trailers come with full factory warranties and all rebates. Minor dings and dents mean huge savings. But hurry, once they're gone, they are gone. It's the hail sale at R&R RV in Liberty Lake on I-90 exit 296 or online at rnrrv.com.
There's a new face in local news. Kirsten O'Connor joins Aaron Luna and Chris Crocker weeknights on 4 News Now. Committed to our community, invested in you and your family's safety. Get to know Kirsten O'Connor weeknights on 4 News Now.
It is now 6:23. It's another huge matchup for the Washington State Cougars this weekend as they are set to take on the 6th-ranked team in the country, USC.
The Trojans got the better of the Cougs in Pullman last year, but head coach Jake Dickert hopes a serious tone in practice all week will pay dividends. Here's our Alex Crescenti with a preview of the matchup.
Well, the Washington State Cougars will be headed down to Los Angeles to take on the 6th-ranked Trojans of USC in a couple of days. It'll be an opportunity for many of the players from California to see family and friends in attendance. But head coach Jake Dickert made it clear, this is a business trip, and if they want to pull off the upset win, the team has got to be focused, as that was the message to his squad on Wednesday.
I showed all the pictures. I had to get them to get their phones out. If they want to sightsee, they can take pictures of still pictures. We're down there for business. We got a focus to us. Guys are from there. They understand it. There's going to be family. There's going to be outside distractions. But it's all about our focus and our energy.
It's just a football game. We're just treating it like a football game. You know, we're preparing the same mentally, physically, just getting ready to win, ready to play. So we're not really focusing on all of that. You know, we're just focusing on the game that we need to play and stuff like that.
Like I said, or getting to the quarterback, just pressure, getting to him, giving him pressure, make him get out of his spot. That's what Coach Cooper emphasizes on.
The last time the Cougs won in this matchup was back in 2017 on that epic Friday night where they pulled the 3-point upset over a top 5 ranked USC program. So we'll see if they can do the same over a 6th ranked team this weekend. Reporting in Pullman, I'm Alex Crescenti, 4 News Now Sports.
Well, believe it or not, basketball season is right around the corner.
I'm ready for it. According to preseason polls, the Gonzaga women are picked to finish first in the West Coast Conference. The Zags received 9 first-place votes in the poll, which is voted on by the 10 head coaches in the league. Now, why wasn't it unanimous? Well, it's important to note that you cannot vote for your own team. The Zags won the WCC tournament last season, but lost in the second round of the NCAA tournament. Zags fans will get the chance to see them for the first time October 15th at Numerica Fan Fest.
And the Mariners wrapped up the regular season by beating the Detroit Tigers 5-4, finishing with 90 wins for the 2nd straight year. Ty France driving in the game-winning run in the bottom of the 9th inning after former Zag Marco Gonzalez gave him 7 solid innings on the mound. So now it's on to the playoffs. For the first time in 21 years, the M's will be in Toronto tomorrow afternoon for Game 1 of the best-of-3 series. Luis Castillo expected to start for Seattle in Game 1. Robbie Ray in Game 2. You can listen live on 700 ESPN. And look, we hope the Mariners just win the first 2 and are done with it. If it goes to a Game 3, though, that'll be on 4 News Now on Sunday. So
that's tough.
Potentially.
We want them to win.
Right.
It would be really fun to have that.
Yeah. All right. Good morning, Northwest. Time is now 6:26.
If you drive on Division through downtown Spokane, boy, you will want to find another way for the next almost week and a half. Coming up a little later, details of a project that's warning of some serious delays for drivers.
In this morning's GMA First Look, as the holiday travel season approaches, experts warn the clock is ticking to score a holiday ticket before prices soar.
After about October 20th, we'll see airfare rise between $10 and $15 per day for each holiday.
Domestic airfares already climbing. Thanksgiving flights averaging $281 round trip. That's a 25% increase over last year. Christmas even more expensive, $435 round trip, up a whopping 55% over 2021.
Over the holidays right now, we're going to see about 5,000 less flights scheduled per day headed into Thanksgiving and Christmas.
There are ways you can save.
We'll see lots of promotions in the next 2 weeks to help travelers get better prices, and those prices won't stick around for long.
And coming up at 7 a.m., more tips to save you big time on holiday travel. I'm Gio Benitez, ABC News, New York.
This is the moment for a treatment for moderate to severe eczema. Sabinco, FDA approved. 100% steroid free, not an injection. Sabinco is a once-daily pill for adults who didn't respond to previous treatments. And Sabinco helps provide clearer skin and less itch. Sabinco can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB. Before and during treatment, your doctor should check for infections and do blood tests. Tell your doctor if you've had hepatitis B or C, have flu-like symptoms, or are prone to infections. Do not take with medicines that prevent blood clots, serious, sometimes fatal infections, lymphoma, lung, skin, and other cancers, serious heart-related events, and blood clots can happen. People 50 and older with heart disease risk factors have an increased risk of serious heart-related events or death with JAK inhibitors. This is the moment, but we've only just begun. Speak with your doctor about Sabinco today, an innovation from Pfizer.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Chihuahua Casino.
I'm Mark Peterson. This summer, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union ready to take on the next task. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. 4 News Now Extreme Team brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
My husband has diabetes.
Even with health insurance, we're having a hard time affording our medications.
Thankfully, we have Patty Murray fighting for us in the U.S. Senate. She kept at it till Congress finally lowered the cost of prescription drugs.
And capped insulin for seniors at $35 a month.
Now we'll save thousands every year. We know when Patty is back in the other Washington.
She is working for us.
I'm Patty Murray, and I approve this message.
With
With more and more people working from home and not being as active as they used to, there's never been a better time to get back to the gym.
And Move Fitness wants to help. You can join now for around $1 a day to create a new routine for you. Join the movement.
Twilight Bedding is the choice for all your mattress needs and now has 2 convenient locations in Spokane. Every mattress is manufactured locally, right here in Spokane, and crafted to meet any need you have, whether it's for your bedroom, boat, RV, or your pet. Stop by either location today and talk with an expert about the mattress that's right for you. Sleep right by Twilight.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
All right, we're talking about some of the big stories online here in the 4 News Now Story Tracker.
An OPEC decision to slash oil production by 2 million barrels a day is having an immediate effect on gas prices. The national average is now $3.83, but prices in California are soaring to an average of $6.42 a gallon, up nearly $1 in just 2 weeks. Some prices there topping $8 a gallon. And all this could make for one of the most expensive holiday travel seasons ever. GMA will have a look at what you need to know about soaring gas prices this morning, beginning at 7 o'clock.
Court filings are revealing more details about the documents the FBI seized in the raid of Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate. Some of those items include clemency requests, healthcare documents, IRS forms, and paperwork related to the 2020 election. The full details of those documents are still not yet available. Well, good morning, Northwest. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Thursday, October 6th. Glad you're with us. Let's check in with Mark and that first alert forecast.
Both of my co-anchors have said the word spoiled, and we have been for the last couple of weeks. Beautiful weather, and it continues today. 54 degrees as we start off. Winds are light, a little bit of haze, and again, we're in moderate when it comes to smoke in the air. Forecast for the day is calling for sunshine, 64 at 11 o'clock, and then we're going to have temperatures into the upper 70s for this afternoon. Things look great. Our highs regionally are going to be just like that. We're going to have temperatures in the upper 70s. Going to be wonderful. You go into the LC Valley, you're going to be 84. If you're traveling to the Tri-Cities, sunny and 82. Here's a look at the 4 things that you need to know. Riverfront Park, a gondola ride. Oh, it'd be great. We are going to see, again, unseasonably warm temperatures that will come to an end. We're going to have that coming up. Sunny and dry, that gorgeous weekend we've been talking about. And again, as I told you, we're going to be cooler next week. We'll talk about how cool and when coming up.
Just this week, the president and vice president unveiled new federal protections for abortion access.
The new protections are also meant to expand access to reproductive health care, a crucial move ahead of the midterm election. Sydney Charles is live at the Now Desk with what the new protections are and their importance ahead of these elections.
Yes, that's right. President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris have announced 2 new steps towards boosting abortion protections. The first is guidance from the Department of Education. It reiterates Title IX requirements that forbid discrimination against students based on pregnancy or pregnancy termination. The second is a grant for more than $6 million in Title X grants. The funding is to protect and expand access to reproductive health care. That will come from the Department of Health and Human Services. The new guidance from the Department of Education specifically comes after the University of Idaho faced scrutiny just last week for telling employees that under state law, staff members cannot promote or provide abortions, and that the university would no longer provide birth control access.
Our bodies, our lives, our right to decide.
Now, Democrats are trying to energize abortion rights supports before midterm elections. That's as some polls suggest voter fervor might be waning. In Gallup's most recent survey, 4% of people say abortion rights is the top of their concern ahead of the midterms. That's down from 8% in the previous surveys. But the tides may be changing a bit. The New York Times says that overall voter registration is actually surging, and most of those new voters are women. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
One Louisiana congressional candidate took a unique approach to the conversation about abortion rights by using the birth of her child. It's all in her campaign ad, which was released on Monday.
I'm Katie Darling, and I'm running for Congress because I want that better path. For you, for her, and for him.
Katie Darling says that by sharing her story, she hopes to show voters that issues of pregnancy and childbirth should be up to women and their doctors, not Louisiana lawmakers. Darling was 7 months pregnant when she decided to run for Congress in response to the overturning of Roe v. Wade.
Health officials in Idaho are warning people to take extra precautions when going in or near Rose Lake and Newman Lake. Recent water samples show the presence of cyanobacteria, also known as blue-green algae. Exposures can cause hives, rashes, vomiting, coughing, and wheezing. And if you drink the water, more severe symptoms can affect the nervous system and liver. And we continue to follow breaking news out of a tragic case out of California. A family of 4 kidnapped in Merced County has been found dead in remote farmland.
The county sheriff calls his department's worst fears confirmed.
You really want to wish we were in the Wild West, to take this guy out and string him up. But we have a judicial system. We're going to use the judicial system, and hopefully by the time this goes to trial and so on, that it is, he's held to account and answer for everything that's gone on.
The sheriff's office releasing this surveillance video that they say shows the kidnapping outside the family's trucking business. Detectives got a tip early Tuesday morning that one of the kidnapped family members' cards was used at an ATM. This led them to the suspect in the case, 48-year-old Jesus Manuel Salgado, who the sheriff says was turned in by his own family. The motive in the kidnapping and killing is still not clear.
Actor Alec Baldwin has agreed to a settlement in the wrongful death lawsuit on the set of his movie Rust. Baldwin, who is also the executive producer of the film, shot cinematographer Helena Hutchins during rehearsals last year. The lawsuit claimed Baldwin and production companies violated industry standards. Work on the film is set to resume next year.
Drivers beware. Division Street from I-90 to Sprague will be down to 1 lane. Construction starts at 9 in the morning. It goes to 7 at night for the next 9 days. Crews are making repairs to a railroad overpass that was shockingly hit by a truck. The Washington State Department of Transportation says your best way to get around the closure is to use the Hamilton or Broadway exits. It's one of those that trucks have gotten stuck under there before, but this is going to affect a lot of drivers.
Yeah.
It is now 6:36.
All right, let's send things back over to Mark Peterson. We're talking about the still really warm temperatures compared to history, really.
Yeah. Traveling, getting out and about. If you had a good day yesterday, you're going to have the same day today, weather-wise at least. I mean, yeah, 64 is a normal high. We're going to have 79 not only yesterday, but again today. Your full forecast coming up.
If you park your car outside, you might want to check under the hood and do it regularly. We'll tell you all about it when Good Morning Northwest continues.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
What's the only thing better than one Pint House Burgers and Brews? How about 2? We are now open in the Spokane Valley. The same great sports and music videos, friendly staff and servers, gourmet burgers, and ice-cold brews. Pint House Burgers and Brews, now open in the Spokane Valley.
Some people say the metaverse will only be virtual. But one day, this farmer will use augmented reality to help ensure the best yield. Urban planners will model traffic solutions to help decrease commute times. Exploring a spacecraft in a museum is one thing. But one day, the metaverse will help students learn about the rings of Saturn. The metaverse may be virtual, but the impact will be real.
Joe Biden's open borders have threatened our neighborhoods and our children's safety. Fentanyl-related deaths have increased right here in Idaho. Gang members transport fentanyl and other dangerous drugs into our schools and communities. This has got to stop. I'm Mike Crapo. I approve this message. It's time we control the borders and shut down the pipeline of drugs and violence into Idaho.
Every day is trophy territory at the general store downtown. Trophy thrills, trophy deals, trophy warthogs. Yes, trophy warthogs. For over 75 years, the general store has been your location for all the ammo, hunting, fishing, and camping gear any outdoor pro could ever need. Your trophy adventure starts at the general store.
It's time to get your best night's sleep and save big on Tempur-Pedic. Now at Sleep More, inside more furniture.
Get fitted for your perfect night's sleep with the very best in high-end mattresses.
Take home your Tempur-Pedic mattress for as little as $33 a month.
Pay no money down and get interest-free financing for 60 months. And you'll also get a $300 more furniture gift card.
Get the rest you deserve without losing any sleep over the price for only $33 a month.
Your best night's sleep is within reach at Sleep More, inside more furniture.
What do you get when ice-cold beer, gourmet burgers, sports, and the Pint House brand come together? Good times. That's right. Pint House Burgers and Brews is now open at the former Good Times Pub location in the Spokane Valley. It will always be good times at the new Valley Pint House Burgers and Brews.
It is now 6:39. The community held a vigil last night for the Purdue University senior killed on campus.
The suspect called police to report it himself, and he is under arrest this morning. 22-year-old Ji Min Shah was arrested on a preliminary murder charge. Authorities believe the international student stabbed the victim several times with a sharp object in their dorm room.
Neither one of them were asleep, and I believe this was unprovoked and senseless.
Purdue University assuring students the campus is safe, releasing a statement saying an investigation is underway, adding, quote, that this is as tragic an event as we can imagine happening on our campus.
Arizona police say a professor was shot and killed yesterday by 46-year-old former student Murad Dervish. That man is in custody in Tucson. The University of Arizona says the professor killed was the head of the hydrology department, Thomas Meixner.
It's a tremendously tragic event. We feel so incredibly bad for the professor's family, friends, and colleagues, and our hearts really just go out to them.
And police could not confirm a relationship between the former student and the professor.
6:40, 20 minutes before 7 o'clock. You might want to get underway. Here's your 10-second takeaway. It's going to be, again, a morning jacket or a light layer heading out. Temperatures into the upper 40s, low 50s. Grab your shades. Sun's going to be out all day. Our high today is going to be 79.
Before you drive anywhere this season, make sure you take some time to check on your car.
Yeah, you never know what you might find under your hood. Check this out. One Minnesota woman found 100 walnuts, a face mask, and a bird feather all stashed away by squirrels. She discovered it during an oil change, but it's not the most surprising find at Dan's Penn Auto Care.
Guy's fan didn't work, or the blower motor didn't work, and we went to take the dash out, and probably about 400 dog bones came out.
400? He says rodents will often move into warm cars and can chew up insulation and air filters or even make a nest, all of which can be an expensive bill for drivers. You've even heard, of like snakes crawling in and making a home in there too. You don't want that.
No, you don't. It is now just about 6:42.
All right, thanks so much for waking up with Good Morning Northwest here on your Thursday morning. We will be right back.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
These guys will buy our house without even seeing it.
Online buyers make offers that seem attractive at first, only to lower or cancel at the last minute. We Buy Ugly Houses won't reduce or cancel our firm cash offers before closing. Call or click to sell quick.
Have you been dreaming of upgrading your truck with exterior styling or custom accessories?
Or tricking out your interior with leather kits and heated seats?
Well, wake up, because Parker Extreme can help make your dream rig a reality.
Stop in and get advice from our skilled Parker Extreme team. They have the knowledge and experience to help you make the right choice for your car, truck, or SUV.
Your dream truck is here at Parker Toyota Extreme. You just haven't built it yet.
This Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, all 13 Walker's Furniture and Mattress stores get a double sales tax discount on quality furniture throughout the store. Or get no minimum purchase, no money down, no interest for 5 years financing.
At Walker's.
At 23, I quit my nursing job to care for my wounded husband, student loans, and all. We are living proof that the American dream is about hand-ups, not handouts. That's why I think it's insane that Joe Biden and Patty Murray are sending a stadium full of new IRS agents to force families making less than $75,000 to pay for someone else's law degree. It's division wrapped in intimidation, and I will stop them. I'm Tiffany Smiley, and I approve this message.
4 News Now welcomes Kirsten O'Connor. You expect more from local news. Important information information that makes a difference to you. Kirsten O'Connor delivers. And that's what we mean when we say, expect more. Get to know Kirsten, weeknights on 4 News Now.
Chowila Casino is giving you the chance to win Monster Mash Cash. Here's how you could win your share of over $12,000 cash. Play your favorite games with your Sun Club card. Earn entries for Monster Mash Cash. On Saturdays this month, you can earn bonus entries while playing your favorite games with your Sun Club card. Monster Mash Cash drawings happen Saturday, October 22nd. Cash prizes drawn every 30 minutes starting at 6 p.m. Learn more at ChowilaCasino.com.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
Maybe she could sell her house.
What could go wrong?
Like listing your house, then dealing with all the trouble, expense, not to mention closing costs. We Buy Ugly Houses can buy your house fast for all cash as is with no hassle. Call or click to sell quick.
Save 15% off now. SpokaneRainGutter.com.
It's now 6:44. What starts as a hobby can turn into a passion and a career in the future.
And for some, that's video games. Anyone can play a computer, console, or phone game, but a team of people are behind its design and programming. And Destiny Richards is in studio with how students at Spokane High School are learning how it's all done.
While students at the community school are learning coding languages, digital gaming students at Lewis and Clark High School are learning animation and how to write a game story. We also learn not every student wants to become a game designer. There are valuable skills that can be learned for other career paths too.
Writing a game is like telling a story. So we have drama, we have photography and video, and this is just another medium to tell a story.
Hogan Rickson at Lewis and Clark High School divides his digital gaming class up into 3 lessons: game design, animation and graphics, and programming.
I play games myself quite a lot, so it's interesting to see the process and getting to make it myself.
Students are using a game design editing tool to learn how to animate, but not every student wants a career in game design. Rogan Mural hopes this class will help him level up to a career in cybersecurity.
That's definitely more the course that I want to take, kind of just messing with computers, but learning Python is such an important step for that because you've got to know coding languages, period.
Whether it's for a career in game design or computer sciences, classes like these have scored points with students who have a love of gaming.
I think it's one of the best creative thinking classes you can take because it is you make a game, you make it how you want, and you learn coding in the process.
Rickson says the class is for students who are creative writers, artists, and programmers in training. Their end-of-year project to get together in teams and create a video game in a week. He hopes the class can also prepare students for trade schools that offer video game design courses. Reporting in studio, Destiny Richards, 4 News Now.
Wow. That's so exciting.
Yeah,
it sounds
cool
really
stuff.
fun. Here is your live look this morning. Hazy skies. The sun is officially risen? No,
Not
in another
yet.
minute?
Few more, like 10 more minutes, right?
10, 11 minutes.
I refuse. I don't want to believe that. It's closed. We're closed.
Yeah,
it's,
you can't
it's
eat more
dawn.
ice
The
cream.
dawn is breaking.
Really? All right. Good morning, everybody. Hey, we're going to have a great day today. Even though we have some of the haze out there, we're going to see temperatures. Here's your sky condition throughout the day. Mostly sunny conditions. Put some temperatures with this. And all the way 1 o'clock, 74, 78 at 3, 79 at 5. That's going to be the heat of the day. We'll see things cool off. Once the sun sets, yeah, temperatures tend to drop off this time of year, and that's true. All right, let's talk about that air quality and that haze that we've been talking about that you saw there. We're in moderate right now when it comes to, again, smoke in the air, the particulate matter, the 2.5, that's the smoke. Well, we look at the smoke forecast, and we see a continuation of smoke in the region. But through North Idaho and then some of the fires into there and Montana, that northeast wind's bringing it into more of the Palouse than us, but we're going to stay in there with a little bit of smoke. So just be aware of that. Again, for those with respiratory issues, you've been feeling it for weeks, so apologize. Current conditions right now, it's cool downtown. You're at 48 degrees. Officially, it's 54 degrees, but, 43 into 9 Mile, 49 into Deer Park, warmer than they've been for a while. Cheney, you're at 45 degrees with a clear sky this morning. We look at what we can expect when it comes to changes. we're not going to see the changes in this because high pressure is keeping the moisture away and pushing it to the north. So we've got a relatively clear sky. Again, a few high thin clouds making its way across the Cascades and into our world, but it's not bringing any moisture with it, and nor is it cooling us down during the day, blocking the sun. The forecast, yeah, high pressure is going to continue to be really the driving force today, tomorrow, into the weekend, but then we'll see it change and a low will move in, and that will affect us. Highs today are going to be near 80, 79 St. Mary's, Tri-Cities 82. We're going to have temperatures 79, 78 Coeur d'Alene, 73 Sandpoint. Bonners Ferry, you're going to be in the mid-70s. We look locally, we're going to be around 80 degrees. A little warmer downtown, 81, 82 degrees. Post Falls at 78, one of the cooler temperatures we'll have again in our region. The planning forecast, 79 today, 77 Friday. We'll see that again on Saturday. All of this, 10 to 12 degrees above average until Monday. Monday, Columbus Day, Indigenous Peoples Day, it's going to be 71 degrees. Monday night into Tuesday, now we're going to see a 20% chance of isolated showers. Behind that cold front is colder air. Temperatures 61, Wednesday 62, overnight lows in the upper 30s. We could be talking about frost on Wednesday morning.
You might have to scrape your windshield?
Let's not get crazy. Let's just get in through the weekend and have some fun.
Okay.
I still can't get behind that we have 10 minutes left of, before the sun rises.
Yeah.
We'll talk about scraping. It is now 10 minutes before the hour. Your morning sprint's up next.
Don't go away.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Super One Foods.
For over 35 years in Post Falls, we've been caring for our customers and our community. Come see the Medicine Man difference. We care about you and your health. If you prefer, we can mail or deliver.
At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we care about you and your health.
Your membership matters at Buy Mart, where you'll save more time and money every day. Save with our latest savings book, out now and posted at buymart.com. Inside, you'll find 16 pages of store-wide savings, including Halloween candy and decor, sporting goods, electronics, and more. Plus, Buy Mart members have the ability to shop and save at Cascade Farm and Outdoor. Check their latest mailer posted online now. Buy Mart, where your membership saves you more.
It's time. Time to set your eyes free. Free from limitations in your vision. Free from glasses and contacts. Free to see your best and be your best. It's time to smile. Smile is state-of-the-art laser vision correction, or LVC for short. Smile is easy on the eyes. It's bladeless, flapless, and effortless.
Contact Empire Eye Physicians today to learn more about Smile, the new alternative to LASIK.
It's time to elevate your finances. Introducing Ascend Checking, the new free checking account from P1FCU that pays you dividends. Earn 1.45% APY on balances up to $15,000. Plus, get online and mobile banking and mobile deposit with no minimum balance requirements. Level up your finances with Ascend Checking. To open your account, visit p1fcu.org/ascend. P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938.
It's Kerastan month at Great Floors. Bring sophisticated style into your home with Kerastan carpet, Luxcraft luxury vinyl, and Bell Lux hardwood flooring. Great Floors is celebrating with 50% off installation on all Kerastan carpet purchases in October. Come home to the flooring you want with 12-month financing and incredible in-store specials. Visit a showroom today and live beautifully on Great Floors.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
All right, it is 6:53. Let's get you up to speed on everything you need to know for your Thursday in the morning sprint.
Sydney Charles is live with with the latest on an abortion case headed to Idaho's Supreme Court.
But first, Mark Peterson telling us when those temperatures are expected to cool down, Mark.
Well, it's not going to be in the next 24 hours, nor is it going to be through the weekend. Taking a look at what we have right now. Yeah, the hazy condition. We're in moderate when it comes to air quality. We're sitting at 54 degrees, a little cooler downtown. You're into the upper 40s and low 50s. Highs stay around the region are going to be in the upper 70s. It's going to be near 80 degrees. Here's your 12 hours. It's going to be sunny, a few high thin clouds. And again, 79 our high today.
One person is in jail this morning for firing shots into Camp Hope. Police say 24-year-old James Ratcliffe gave a woman a ride yesterday and believed she stole something from him. He then fired multiple shots from his car while looking for her. While no one was hurt, camp director Maurice Smith says this is the first time this level of violence has happened against the homeless campers.
And Spokane County commissioners voted to greenlight prosecutors to file an abatement lawsuit over the camp, which they say is a chronic nuisance property. This means prosecutors are preparing to take the state to court. County commissioners say the site is out of control, even with millions of dollars being used to rehouse people right now. They aren't convinced things will change. Commissioners say when the sheriff announced his timeline, they decided to help move that process along.
And for the People coverage this morning, we are about to hear firsthand from the candidates for Spokane County Sheriff. They are current Under Sheriff John Knowles and retired Detective Wade Nelson. Their first debate is today. You can hear them answer questions about the topics you care most about. We will stream that debate live at noon on KXLY.com and our 4 News Now Facebook page.
And one of the most consequential court cases in Idaho's history starts today. Planned Parenthood and the state of Idaho are going to battle it out over whether Idaho's recently passed abortion laws should remain in place. There are several laws being debated today. Idaho's trigger abortion ban, which banned virtually all abortions the moment Roe v. Wade was overturned by the Supreme Court, and a civil enforcement bill that allowed family members to sue medical providers who perform abortions. Planned Parenthood is hoping to overturn these highly restrictive abortion laws exactly 6 weeks after they were enacted. The hearing begins at 8 a.m. our time.
Drivers, Division Street from I-90 to Sprague will be down to 1 lane, and we want you to know about it. Construction starts at 9 in the morning, goes to 7 o'clock each night for the next 9 days. Crews are making repairs to a railroad overpass. The Washington State Department of Transportation says your best way to get around the closure is to use the Hamilton or Broadway exits.
Health officials in Idaho are warning people to take extra precautions when going in or near Rose Lake and Newman Lake. Recent water samples show the presence of cyanobacteria, also known as blue-green algae. Exposure can cause hives, rashes, vomiting, coughing, and wheezing. And if you drink the water, more severe symptoms can affect the nervous system and liver.
What was thought to be a distraction from school is now a part of study. The gaming industry is growing, and some high school students in Spokane are learning the basics of how to create a video game. At the community school, students are learning about coding languages. Coding language is used to program games, how they look and how they interact with the player. The instructor, Wesley Shantz, says he had a video game studies class last year, but his students want to go deeper into the subject. At Lewis and Clark High School, there's a digital gaming class. Students are learning game design, animation and graphics, and programming. Teacher Hogan Rickson says creating a game is another way to write a story and encourages students of all backgrounds to be a part of the course.
And we continue to follow breaking news out of a tragic case from California. A family of 4 kidnapped in Merced County has been found dead in remote farmland. The sheriff's office releasing surveillance video they say shows the kidnapping outside the family's trucking business. Detectives got a tip early Tuesday morning that one of the kidnapped family members was cards was used at an ATM. This led them to the suspect in the case, 48-year-old Jesus Manuel Salgado, who the sheriff says was turned in by his own family.
Coming up on Good Morning America, pain at the pump. Gas prices are soaring again, especially in California, where some people are paying more than $8 a gallon. Is there any relief in sight? Well, this morning, GMA tells us how the White House is responding. We will check in with Mark Peterson. He'll have one more check of your weather for this morning, at least within this hour, and it does include some warm temps. That's coming up right after this commercial break. Be right back.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
We actually have a new service that we're providing with video banking. We're here to really help them and connect on a way that other institutions really can't.
If you need a new mattress, what you don't know could end up costing you. Come to Twilight Bedding Mattress Factory and talk to the experts. We make your mattress right here in our factory, so we can tell you exactly what it's made of. Twilight Bedding is also the only place in the area where you can still buy a double-sided mattress. Visit our website to learn the top 10 questions to ask when buying a mattress. And then come see us. Sleep Right by Twilight.
Create a home retreat with a beautiful hot tub or swim spa from Country Homes Power, your spa superstore, offering great discounts, special financing, all with professional delivery. It's time to relax during the Country Homes Power 75th anniversary sale.
Good morning, everybody. Taking a live look at Spokane River and, of course, our beautiful scenery around here. A little bit of color change into the trees, but we're going to see more of that coming up. Take a look at the forecast. We're going to have plenty of sunshine today. We're going to have temperatures. High today of 79 degrees. That's today. Friday at 77. We're going to see that again through the weekend. But next week, we see fall weather arrive. We'll start to see the trees turn as the overnight lows finally get into the 30s. It's going to be 61 on Tuesday, Wednesday 62, but it does warm back up again for the following weekend. But our weekend today, beautiful.
Yeah. And if you're just dying to put on, some of your fall sweaters, soon enough, you'll have your chance.
See you throughout GMA.